All right, guys, Backwoods Barber here for a new video. So I'm more than halfway done with school. So I haven't done a bunch of school videos because I've been cutting, and if you look at my last videos, I'll put the links up here. Look at my live cuts. It's a bunch of cuts that I did in school when I was cutting hair. So we'll talk about school, where I'm at. So I'd say right now I had 600 hours when I started. And now I have about, after today, 160 more hours to do. So how's school going? So it's like this. So we already went through the whole school thing. So when you register and pay your money, you do your stuff, you get your kit, which you could see the kit that I got, I'll put a link up here. You can see the kit that I got. So the first 2 weeks of school, we pretty much did bookwork. I learned how to work on mannequins, doing 90-degree cuts and 180-degree cuts and stuff like that. Then most of the other guys, before they got on the floor, did a couple of fades on the mannequin. But since I've been cutting for a while, I was on the floor before them. Now pretty much what we do is every single week when we come in, we have a new chapter. We go to that chapter. He gives us a chapter review. You read the chapter, fill out your review. Then you study that, and then on that Thursday you have a quiz, and on Friday you have a test. And I believe there's maybe 7 or 8 chapters you have to pass, and I've already passed almost all of them. I have 2 more chapters to do. 1 chapter I'm doing next week, and the other one I'm gonna do the week after, and then I'm all done with my test. So pretty much what we're doing now, you go into school, you get in there, and you just cut hair. Because like I said, it's a school, but it's also like a barbershop. So there's a bunch of chairs, and when people come in, it's discounted cut. So now they're charging $15 for a haircut. So you go in there, people come pay the $15, they sit you down with a random barber, unless they recommend you. Now, me, I have a lot of clientele already, right? When they come in, they say, hey, I want Santana, which is cool, that's cool. A couple of other guys, like my buddy Alex, he has clientele. A lot of the new guys just take whatever comes in, and if you're good, they'll ask you every time. Now, we can keep our tips, but we don't make money on the cuts. The cuts go right to the school. So it's $15, and most people give me a $10 tip. So they're paying $25 for the cut. When they get done with my cuts, they're really happy with it. So that's what we're doing every day. Every day you get into school, you start cutting hair. Monday morning, Tuesday, they're not open on Mondays. Tuesday, you get your chapter review, fill it out, cut hair all day. If you're bored, work on your mannequin. I got I'll get the services in a minute. And then Tuesday you have that, Thursday you have a quiz, and Friday you have a test. I've gotten pretty much A's and B's on all my tests. I failed 1 test, I take it again, and I got 100 after that, so that's pretty good. Most of the stuff I've realized that is on your school tests is not on your state board tests. Sorry, maybe on. The state board test is mainly stuff about the state and the state board and stuff like that. So now you have a service sheet, and on your service sheet to graduate, you have to do a certain amount of things. I think you have to do, I'm going to throw out random numbers. I'm going to get close to it as possible. Don't quote me on it. I know for a fact you have to do 150 haircuts. I honestly did 70 haircuts on the 2 mannequins I did, so I was ahead of the game. I'm done with all my services, by the way. You got to do 150 haircuts, 20 shampoos, 30 sanitations, 30 beard shaves, hair shaping, and you have a whole lot of stuff you have to do. You have to finish that. I'm all done with my services. So pretty much what I'm doing now, I'm going to the school to get my hours, pass 2 more tests, and cut and make tips. That's pretty much it. So I'm thinking by the end of November, I should be graduating school. Now, mind you, I started in July. So that's July, August, September, October, November. That's 4 months. That is hustling. That's grinding. That's talking about every single day I've had off. I literally went to school from 8:50 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. Yes, that's grinding. That's how you get your hours done. Open to close. And every single day I worked, I'm fortunate enough to be doing a job in Tampa. And every time I worked, I went right to school. So I'd work all day, go to school, maybe get 3 hours, whatever. That adds up, man. I'm at 160 hours now. By the end of next week, I'll be at probably 130 hours. It adds up, man. Sometimes I'll go in there and put in 1 hour. I'll put 1 hour. I'll come out of work, 1 hour. That 1 hour, that 1 hour, that 1 hour adds up. And to graduate school fast, you have to be on top of it. You can't miss days. My whole thing is like this. If I'm not working and that school's open, I'm there until they close. I will never get out of work and say, oh, I'm too tired, I'm going to go home. Hell to the nah. I'm going to school. And even if I put in 35 minutes, I'm going to do it. If they're open and I'm sitting here, I'm wasting my time. So if right now they said, oh, we're opening today, it's Sunday, I'd pack my stuff right now, shut this camera off and go to school, knock out them hours. That's how you get it done fast. So that's where I'm at with the school. It's going good. It's called KOE Barber Academy. Once again, it's in Tampa. It's a really good school, man. The instructor, Mr. Oliver Green, really shows you how to cut hair. Like I said, I never really had to learn how to cut hair. I do how to cut already, but he instructs, you know, people how to cut their hair, because like a lot of guys don't know how to cut, and when they get on the floor, they're lost. So he'll come in and help it through it. Anyone that leaves that place, his last hand will give the approval to it. So if a fade is getting jacked up, he'll fix it and show the student as he's fixing it. But that's just the school part. But where I'm at, my update for today, as today is my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Daniela. Today is October 9th. And I only got 160 hours left. So that's my update for school. I'm gonna do another video on some new stuff, some new clippers I got. Them GTX trimmers is the jam. I'll put the video up in a little bit. And I got some other new stuff. And so one more thing I wanted to talk about. So you guys know from my videos, my goal is to open a barbershop. So I've been debating. I've been looking at places, and the thing is, my full-time job pays me really well, and I'm not really ready to retire yet, but I want to be a barber. Doing barbering full-time, it's not going to pay me what I'm making now. You know, unless I could dedicate it full-time, be there all day long, it's just not going to pay what I'm paying now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to work part-time as a barber. If I could find a barber a barber shop or a facility that's gonna rent me a place for like, I'd say like $1,000 a month, I will have no problem doing it part-time. I'll pay that $1,000. I can make that $1,000 in a couple of days. I'll pay that $1,000 and go work there every afternoon. But if it's a place that's like, the place I'm looking at now, it's like $2,000, there's no way I could do it part-time. It's gonna be impossible. I can if I get 5 barbers just sitting there, but then I have to watch her. I wanna be at my shop. I want to be there all the time, because every head that walks out of my shop is my name on it. I don't care if you rent a booth from me. I don't care if your percentage, my name's on your cut. So if they walk out of the shop and you give them a chopped up fade, I know you're renting the booth, but they're going to say, I went to Santana's barbershop, and that's what jacked me up. So my name's on it. So if you're going to come work in my shop and you're renting a booth member, I'm going to check every haircut. That's how it's going to be. So just so you ahead of time, when I have my shop, if you guys want to come work at the shop, that's going to be one of my stipulations. I don't care if you rent the booth. I'm going to not embarrass you, but if the cut needs to be a little touched up, we'll touch it up as a team and make it look good. So the other option was just buying like a building, like kind of like a shipping container or like a shed, and get it put in and make that the barbershop and cut part-time out back, run the electric too. I'll be licensed as long as I have a bathroom facility and a shampoo bowl, and I'm licensed. I'm totally legal in my county. So I was thinking of doing that, and I could just cut, you know, all the time. I'm not going to be doing as many cuts. If I had the shop that I wanted to, I'd probably do like 20, 30 cuts a day because there's so many walk-ins there. But I just cannot dedicate myself to a full-time doing that yet, because the career I have now is just, it pays very well. And maybe once I pay a couple of things off, I might decide to do a career change. I have to take a little pay cut with the shop. But I could probably make the same amount if I had 4 or 5 barbers there. But I think for now, I'm leaning towards spending like $10K, getting a building outside. If I do a shipping container, they'll probably be like $5K. But then you got to put the windows in, all that kind of crap. I think $10K will get me a nice building, and put it out there on my property, and make sure I have my shampoo bowl and the facilities for people. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But you will be updated. You guys will be updated on the process. But this is just a catch-up video on what's going on. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry the phone just went off. You know, Backwoods Barber. Follow my journey. Hopefully you're going to see the shop opening up soon. I'll let you know when I graduate from school. Out.
Yeah. Listen.